Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? It is the 19th of February 2024 and it's 7:59. Who is dropping in to see us today? Everybody has a vacation day in North America. Some people have President's Day, and in Toronto we have Family Day. So this is somebody that is visiting for the Family Day, and I don't know who is showing up because they must be still sleeping. Don't do that, look, sleepy heads. And so if you want to stand up over here, and you can put your bum over there, and I'll hold you like this. And we will see who is coming to see us today. It's 8 o'clock. Nobody's here because Kylie and we have nobody yet because I've been away for a week. So not too many people are going to show up today. Maybe they're resting in their beds. Let's see who we can call. Listen, Yuko, Julian, Stacy, Kia, Ryan, Lynn, Nancy, Peter, Jean, Marina. We haven't sent. So let's send those and see who is coming to see us today. So we are talking today the power of blessing yourself. So that's what it is. Hi Nancy, how are you? It's Family Day in Toronto. Hi Aman, it's Family Day in Toronto. Hi Loretta, Family Day in Toronto. I have somebody here with me that just woke up this morning, not too long ago, and her name is Kylie. Kylie is 4. Aman called you the little angel. Yeah. So I told Kylie we are going live. I don't know how long she will last, but there we are. She's quiet right now. So why don't you look at the screen so they can see your pretty face? So are you ready to smile, or are you still sleepy head? So we have a sleepy head? No talking today? Okay, that's fine. The power of blessing yourself. So many times, right, we pray for others, which is a really amazing thing to do because we feel for them, we empathize with them, and we think, oh, we should pray for them. They're not doing so well. Let's give them a little prayer. And that is always a form of blessing. It's so wonderful to see both of you. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy said it's wonderful to see us both. So it's a blessing. Then we are very in tune to pray for others. We pray for them. We bless them. We want good for them, especially those people we love and those people that we are close to, right? But like I love Kylie, so I'm always blessing Kylie. Last night, when Kylie was getting her bath, we were talking about Kylie washing her face and brushing her teeth. And we all know that when we are 4 years old, we don't like to brush our teeth and we don't like to wash our face. But I told her she makes face oil, and everybody's seen her face oil. So she has to show them how lovely her face looks. And boom, here she is this morning. She came to show you how pretty her face looks after a nice wash last night and brushing your teeth. Are you going to show your teeth? Are they shiny? Here it is. So it's good to brush your teeth. And that is a form of blessing yourself. Taking care of yourself is blessing yourself. Eating right, praying, of course, and thinking about yourself. Making sure you brush your teeth. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. How are you feeling today, everybody? Kylie is there with us. We're talking about the power of blessing yourself. And last night, Kylie had to brush her teeth, which is taking care of herself and making sure her face was nice and clean. And you know, it's not something little 4-year-olds enjoy doing. So Vanessa is watching us too. That's Kylie's mom. Good morning, Ezra. How are you guys feeling today? So I'm talking about the power of blessing yourself. And when I say blessing, everybody thinks I'm talking about praying and saying I bless you and I love you. That is good because we pray for others. We take care of other people all through our life. And that is important to do. But the one thing we forget to realize is the small actions we take every day, like brushing our teeth, washing our face, combing our hair, having a shower, eating right. All of those things are taking care of ourselves. Somebody only woke up a few minutes ago. Do you want to go meet mommy now? I guess not. So, let's see if I can put myself on this side. That might be better. So, yeah. So, when I say the power of blessing yourself is because the results you get after you have spent time, years blessing yourself. Hi, man. We must remember, blessing ourselves is not saying I bless you and I bless myself. It is lovely to say that. And it's right. And that's part of it. But you bless yourself when you take care of yourself. Like today is Family Day in Canada, President Day in the United States. So what do? We might be busy preparing meals for family. If it was warmer in North America, we would be taking care of others. But today it's a quiet day, very cold. If you understand Celsius, it feels like minus 14 Celsius. So it's maybe about 20, 25 degrees Fahrenheit. What would you do for yourself today? Would you soak in the tub to feel warm? Would you read a good book? Would you watch a guilty pleasure movie or a guilty pleasure show? All of that is blessing yourself. When you do little things for yourself on a regular basis, you are blessing yourself. We would do that though. We would do the regular things. We would jump through hoops like I did last night when Kylie was deciding I'm not brushing my teeth. I do not like them to be shiny and all of that. And she told me. And she didn't want to wash her face, so I had to coax her and remind her about the oils. It's the same thing. But only Kylie is 4. We are not 4. And yet we do not take the time to take care of ourselves. And that is blessing yourself, loving yourself, caring for yourself. You bless yourself when you realize that, hey, I have to walk away from this situation. Hey, I have to drop those people. Hey, I have to say goodbye in any language that comes. And then you might have to say, you know what? I cannot cope with you anymore. And you might swear. And somebody say, why are you swearing? You're Christian, you're this. But you know what I always say to them? The Christian, the judge, the God you worship, when he was mad, when he was angry because they had turned the temple into a money-changing place, what did he do? He lashed out. He let them know, I will not please. So when somebody says to you, oh, because you're kind, you're Christian, you're this, you shouldn't lose your temper, tell them, if Christ could do it, I have the right to do it. I am no better than him. And that means that you give them notice they cannot walk on your back. And sometimes we just have to stay there in the moment and look at everything that we're doing and say, are we doing this for us? Or are we doing this for others? And that is what we have to remember to think about. And if we're doing it because we do not want others to think we are weird and we are this and we are that, we have to sometimes just do it and let go. Now, sometimes we have to let go somebody that is so close to us. We have to let go. Hi, Taniji. We have to let them go. Although we gave birth to them, sometimes we have to say, okay, enough is enough. Although they might be in our life forever, we have to know when to hold back and when to let it go. Because you see, if what you do for others is going to put a strain on you and cause you to hurt, hey, but do you have to hurt again? Do you have to be abused again by anybody? Because again and again and again, if you believe, good morning, sweetie, how are you feeling today? If you believe in Jesus Christ or God of some kind, I heard he paid the price. He was slapped, they spat upon, they beat him, they put a crown on his head of thorns, they pierced him, all of that. And according to that, he did it for me. So when I sit there and I allow somebody to continually abuse me by not allowing me to bless myself, I am saying I do not believe that the price was paid for my freedom. You can't live like that. You cannot believe when you go to church that it's okay. It's Christ did it. And then when somebody presses on your nerve, you let it go and say, oh, God will take care of them. No, he told you I paid the price. He doesn't have to take care of you. He is not going to come in and take care of them. You have, hi Nefasa, good morning, how are you feeling? You have to step up and you have to say, enough is enough. And you have to let it go because you understand, especially when you are working towards succeeding and taking care of you and realizing I am worthy of rest. I am worthy to cook one meal that will last 2 days for this family. And then I can just warm it up and feed you. Good morning, my dear. So you have to remember that. The power in blessing yourself is giving you the freedom to be you. You bless yourself every time you realize you are worthy. You are priceless. There is no price on the human being, any one of us, no matter who you may look at and see. That person on the sidewalk, and you may say, okay, they're sleeping on the grate, they're cold, they're poor, they have no money, they're sick, they're mental, they're doing drugs. You do all of that. They are priceless. Each one of us is priceless. The price has been paid for us. And when we know that, when we feel that in our core, we do not let others abuse us mentally, emotionally, physically, any way they want to abuse you. They abuse you spiritually. Do you know that? But they say to you, you know, you're doing this. You shouldn't do that. You're always giving. You shouldn't. All of those things. Why do you give? Why do you do that? Do you want people to like you? No. When you do those things, you're blessing yourself. If you choose to give, to donate, even your time, even a kind word to somebody, you're blessing yourself. And when you bless yourself, you're stronger. Remember the two brothers, is that Jacob's two sons, Esau and Isaac, and I forgot the other one's name. One was going to get blessed, and the other one was not. So he dressed like his brother, who was apparently quite hairy. So he put an animal skin on him, so the father who was blind would mistake him for his brother and bless him. That's how important it is. When you bless yourself, you step up and you bless yourself. You're saying to everybody, I am worthy of loving me. I'm worthy of caring for me. I am worthy of being this amazing, beautiful, and spectacular human being. It gives you a certain amount of power. There will be a gate in your step. You will feel better. But if it's, excuse me, but if you are the one, hi Stacy, good morning, how are you feeling today? If you are the one that is always blessing others and leaving yourself behind, it's time you turn around and you say to yourself, what am I doing for me today? What is the one thing I know? If I do it for me today, I am going to feel amazing. If I take care of me today, if I stop in the moment today and I drink a few glasses of water today, how are you going to feel tomorrow? What functions in your body will be easier? Simple thing. Drink more water is blessing yourself. Every time you bless yourself, you feel better. The next day, the next year. You bless yourself when you step out and say, I'm going for a walk. Because when I go for this walk, thank you, Stacey. When I go for this walk, my limbs move. I am more flexible. That's a blessing. When you bless yourself, you feel more flexible. You're able to move and to function. And as you get older, the more you can do this, the better it is for you. And that is one of the things you must remember. Blessing yourself is not saying in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. Yes, that is one. But respecting yourself first, so that others in your life may learn to respect you. And notice you won't settle. There is no reason to settle. Good morning, Arita. How are you feeling today? There is no reason to settle for less than you know you are deserving and you can reach and grab. There is no reason to settle. Because the power is in taking care of you, is blessing you. And it's powerful because The more you do for you, the more you allow yourself to grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially, the better off you are. So when you are blessing yourself with some financial restraints, and you're saying, I am not doing this, I am not spending money this way today, this month, this week, and somebody tells you and they criticize your money, and they criticize your choice and your behavior, they're stopping you from blessing yourself in the moment so the benefits show up in the future. You got that? When you bless yourself, is to bless yourself in the moment so the benefits show up in the future. The benefit of going for a walk, the benefit of always going for a walk. So that the benefit of always going for a walk is something she likes to do and I love to say no. So that's why she's smiling at it. The benefit of going for a walk is not the day. It's not in the moment. You might be happy and feeling great. I went for a walk. In the moment, you could feel that. But the benefit is 10 years from now. The benefit in a daily 30, 20-minute walk every day is 10 years from now. Is when you're in your 70s. I know what I'm talking about. My son used to tease me, and when I would take the knapsack and put on my back and go to the grocery store and pick up some groceries, he would look at me and he would say, "You going to sell drugs? Why are you on the street?" Like this. Or he would tell his uncle, if my brother's phone, "Oh, isn't she here yet? She left with her knapsack." So, but today, I can do it with no pain. I love how I feel. Love you, Smiley Kylie. See, somebody said they love Smiley Kylie. See, there you go. Smile for somebody. Say hello. No? All right. So here you go. So what you must remember to do is to make sure that you do something that will give you results in the future. Somebody is waking up, you know this, right? The movement is happening. So one of the things we have to do is when we wake up in the morning, decide and say this: what should I do for me today? Because it's always, what can I do for my family today? My husband, my significant other, my wife, my darling, my children, and it just goes on. And if we are fortunate still to have parents or family members we take care of, oh, what can I do for Auntie Jane today? What can I do for my mom and my dad today? Should I call them? Right? But did you sit down today with a cup of coffee? Kylie can help you make your coffee, and a notebook, and write about how you're feeling in the moment, your journal. Because when you put those simple words on the page, it stays there. It's good. It clears your mind. It allows you now to think of the new idea that might pop up. And that is blessing yourself. You have a comfortable chair. You bought it so you could sit there and look out the window and reminisce on your failures, because you can't help it. It's part of your life, your history, and your successes. And it's to remember to concentrate on the successes. And then breathe in the moment and observe. Yesterday, I went for my walk, and of course it's cold. And somebody decided she was going to come outside with me while I was stacking some wood for Vanessa to bring for the fireplace. So she came outside and we were in the backyard, and I made sure how to make a heart in the snow with a stick and a rainbow around it. And then we noticed that one of the rose bushes at the back of the house had icicles hanging from it. So we took a picture. You know why? We were in the moment. That's why we noticed that the icicles were hanging from it. What happened? It made me feel good. It made me feel even better when I said to her, "Look at this, Kylie." And she said, "Oh, that's so pretty. Can I have one?" And I broke them for her. And this is at the moment that nature, two types of periods in nature met together. A dormant rose bush and an icicle of winter. And what did it do? It brought Kylie and I in the moment to breathe Good. Hi, Tina. So Bree, Tina is Patrick's wife. She's my stepdaughter. so, um, so, and in the moment, Kylie and I were able to look at that icicle hanging from the dormant rose bush, because nature is constantly at work all the time. And that is one of those things that we have to remember. Are you ready to leave? Okay, good. Say bye. Say bye and wave and say bye. No? Okay, well, smile. Bye. She said she's leaving. Okay. Bye-bye. Crash, bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, so the thing about nature meeting us and being able to capture it with a young person is to teach her. But how many of us maybe have an icicle in our backyard? Oh, Kylie's gone. She's already halfway up this year. She has a cough. Well, you know, she's a petri dish. They go to school. So that's what it is. The thing about it is to realize that in the moment we saw the icicles from the dormant rose bush, we won't see that again. I know exactly what will happen if we go out there. It will be gone. And that was a blessing for me to see that. I cannot remember when last I saw that, and if I ever saw it. But the other part that was blessing me was to introduce Kylie to that and say, look at this. And that's a blessing. The satisfaction. Remember, if you're going to fix your house, break your house, tear your house apart, do something for yourself, you're always going to find obstacles or others who do not want you to do it, or they ask you, why didn't you do it sooner? Why are you doing this? Why not do that? Why not do this? And if you take all of those type of advice, at the end of it all, you will be the only person standing there empty, because all what you have done is based on other people's opinion of what you should do with what you have in your life. Do not spend time with the grandchildren. Why are you always going there? Why do you do this for that one? Why don't you break the house down and fix it? Why don't you do this? This is long overdue. We thought you would never do that. And I'm wondering, why don't they bless themselves with some good thoughts about themselves and accept others for who they are? There is power in taking care of you. Go to the gym, exercise, feel good. When you are 77 and in 2-3 months you will be 78 like me, and you can walk, I am telling you, it is so liberating to put my running shoes on and go for a 10-15 minute walk in -10 temperature. Or if the man who cleaned the snow did not push it all where I wanted, that I can still take the shovel and push it a little further. That is the power in having blessed myself when I was younger to go for a walk, because I love me. And it's not selfish to love you. You can love yourself and you can love others. And every time you love you, you are blessing you. Every time. And blessing yourself is powerful. As I said, people killed in the old days to be blessed by their father, their grandfather, and others. So the power in blessing yourself, with loving yourself, taking care of yourself, feeling good about yourself, accepting yourself, enjoying where you are. It doesn't matter how long and hard you dream of a better life, if you are not taking the time in this moment to enjoy your life. Another powerful and amazing type of blessing is to silently appreciate the love of others. Silently to appreciate those that show up for you. You don't have to tell them all the time, but you can always bless yourself and them by saying, I am so happy and grateful these people are in my life. You can name them. You bless yourself when you bless the people you paid to work for you. You bless yourself. You bless your money so you can have more to enjoy your life and to do wonderful things with your life. You bless yourself when you take care of what you eat and notice what works for you and not what works for you. You are blessing, and that is why you're blessing yourself. You're caring, and it is so powerful because that type of behavior reaps benefits in the future. So stop staying in the moment and not taking in the moment. I know we are busy. I know the world is going fast. I know we hardly had time when we wake up in the morning. It's like we are on a treadmill to catch up with the train, to catch up with the light. I am praying you're saying while you're getting in the car that all I get is green lights. I am hoping and praying I'm able to do all of those things. Hello from Bangladesh. How are you feeling? Thanks for dropping by. We are on a treadmill and a trajectory to just fly through life. And yet, if we stop for a moment, just for a moment, and go back to being in the moment, just stop and breathe the air of the moment. Good morning, Jean. How are you feeling today? You will notice you're blessing yourself. That moment that you stop to take a deep breath before you said the words that you cannot pull back from your mouth, that moment is amazing. And that is blessing yourself, because the moment those words leave that piece of muscle in our mouth we call a tongue, and it hits the air of the universe, guess what? It goes. But know what? We just bless ourselves with those horrible words. Because why? It boomerangs back to us. So there is power in being in the moment, realizing everything we think, everything we say, every action we take has a reaction, and many times and all the times, it always hits you right back in the face. And that is why when people are reaching out into your life from across the fence, they don't know your bank account, they don't know your plan, your thought, they don't know your vision of the version that you have for yourself, and they sit on the pulpit of life and they start telling you, hey, you guys should do this. Why don't you do that? Remember, it's because they don't know what to do for themselves. There is something missing. And they believe that if they stretch across the pond and grab you and bring you to sit next to them on the stoop and be like them, then it's okay. Because look at me, I did it. But your journey and my journey is not the same. You do not really know what it is I desire in my life. Maybe I want to be freedom from a mortgage by 50. And then I can do anything I want. Or I can be like you, overspend and have a mortgage in my 70s, 80. Which one do you want? The power to bless yourself is all about you. It's not bad. It's not selfish. Because blessing yourself, make simple, I'll say it again. Exercising for 10 minutes every day, stretching, touching your toes purposely just to see if you can do it. And maybe somebody in your family say, oh, you're good. I have a friend, and she posted something, and she said, it's so great, my mom can touch her toes, and she's 71. That's amazing. Did you notice that? Did you hear what I said? I know I just said words and maybe you didn't catch it. I have a friend who said, I am so glad my mom can touch her toes and she's 71 years old. What did that give her? It gave my friend freedom. My mother is flexible. My mother can touch her toes. My friend felt good. And then I said, how long has your mother been? She said, oh, my mother was always exercising, always running. She was worse than you. As that was her answer. And she was able to do that. So anything you do for yourself is blessing yourself, is giving you a better future. You want to go to the gym? Then go to the gym. it's not easy to always do the things you must do for yourself because, listen, we are human. Sometimes it doesn't feel so good to go do it. Sometimes, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. But this is February. How do you want to look in June? Simple. How do you want to look in June? If you start now, you will look physically how you desire to look in June. But you cannot start on May 31st and expect yourself to be able to look fancy and slim in June. You have to start now, and that is blessing yourself, making the determination to bless yourself by taking care of yourself. You're not vain, you're not selfish, you're not prideful, you just love you. Put the mask on you before you put the mask on others. Stop telling people how to live their life when you yourself cannot live your life. You are in bondage. It could be because of a spouse that is telling you who and what you should be. Children that are telling you when and how you should function. And there you are, going across the fence to tell your friend what they should do. Is that the power of blessing yourself? Now, the simple things we do in blessing ourselves, listen to me. I'm not saying you have to be at the gym 40 hours a week. I didn't say that. Or you have to drink 10 pounds of water. Although Kylie heard me talking to a certain person and I said, you need to drink half your body weight in ounces. And then I said, oh, days later, weeks later, I'm going to talk to so-and-so. I'll see you later. Oh, she said to me, did that person drink the water you told them to drink? I said, I don't know. She said, how much did they drink before you tell them how much to drink? I said, 6 glasses. And how much do you want them to drink? I said, 12. Oh, and, well, they should just drink 13. That was her answer. They should just drink 13. She added 1 more glass to that person's water. 1 more, she said. Tell them to drink 13. I can't do that. But if you're supposed to drink 12 glasses of water and you drink 6, tomorrow, make an effort to drink 7. Now, you have something to do to polish yourself, to make you feel amazing, to make you feel good inside and out, to make you look at the man, the woman in the mirror, the human in the mirror and say, okay, I love this. Now, it's not big things that changes our life. It's little things. And those little things, remember, it's easy to drink water. It's easy not to drink water. So if you don't drink the amount of water you're supposed to drink today, will it affect your life in a devastating way right tomorrow, right now? Right now? No. If you do it, will it affect your life in the moment right now? No. I hope you're getting it. Just try to do it. So the little 20-minute walk down the street, just strolling, you don't have to jog, you're not an athlete. That walk down the street, if you do it today, will it make a difference today? If you do it, don't do it today, will it make a difference today? No, it won't. But it's the compounding of choosing not to do it day after day after day after day that gives you the bad results. Compounding interest works the same way. If you do it every day for 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, will you get good results in the future? Of course you do. Compound interest. I always say to you guys, finance and life is the same. You save some money today and you keep saving money today. Later on, you have tons of money saved. You don't save any money today. You spend all your money today. You always do it every day. Later on, you have no money. Same thing with life. Same thing with your health. Same thing with being the magnificent you that you were placed on this earth to be. So, Stop fighting with the clock. I've learned to adjust my schedule to fit in the things I need. Thanks. That's amazing. Amazing. Like the way like the way you talk. It's motivating me. Thank you from Bangladesh. I want to look like a bombshell. Then you practice it every flipping day. Everyone should watch the Netflix documentary. Yeah, I saw that. It's really good. I'm pretty good. How's your day? That's a person from Bangladesh. How good evening from Bangladesh. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. She's lucky to have a Grammy like you. Spice Tina doesn't always draw. She's always on her way to work at that time. Danny and I went out for a delicious last night. We don't do that often. It was so nice. That's why you would have loved all the delicious food. I would. I eat very small amounts, but I would have loved it. Kylie, it was here, of course. Who's your special guest? You didn't know who it was. Says you really? You didn't recognize that, Kylie? Rita and all you, thank you for a beautiful message this morning. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that one. Thanks, Tracy. I'm happy you loved it. Good morning. I'm feeling amazing. Guys, so guess what? It is President's Day. I don't know if in Bangladesh and India you have a day. Azim's mother was here, and somebody called Maureen Davis 665 and Spicy Tina. And if you have some time today, stop by and just smell the roses, no matter if they're dead. Go outside if you can. And you do not have to go for hours. It might take you longer to get dressed to go outside than you can stay outside. And if you prayed and you asked your God or the universe for something amazing in your life, let's say you wanted to always have a fireplace, or you wanted to have the ability to sit outside, or you wanted to have a home, you wanted that special cabinet, that special chair, that this and that. Bless yourself with it today. Take a few moments and sit in that chair. You bought a treadmill. Take a few moments and walk on it for 10 minutes, just for the hell of it. Just go to the treadmill and say, you know what, come on, we're going for a 10-minute ride. You sit in the chair and say, you know what, and fit your body in that chair, make it comfortable. As you know, relax in there. If you bought something to wear and you have a cream that you paid $400 for, apply it. If you have perfume and you're going nowhere, we can't wear it outside of our house anyway. Everybody's allergic to air these days. Put some perfume on. After your shower, put it on. Put it on your bed. Perfume your house. Just so you can walk. If you like candles, as dusk is coming, put a few candles around and be aware that they're lit. Do not go to bed and leave them lighting. But enjoy the moment. If you're like Stacy and you go, pour yourself a glass of wine before or after dinner and sit and just bless yourself with the ability to be able to spend some money to buy some wine. And do not go on the other side of that and compare. Oh, I know there's people who do not have. That's not your business. We all have a choice to make decisions every day that affects our life tomorrow. Remember that. The power in blessing yourself is making choices and decisions today that affects your life tomorrow. Have a wonderful and amazing morning and enjoy your day. Thank you so much. So many of you came, especially being away when Michael was here, and I just let the week go by. It was amazing, amazing time together. We had lots of laughs and it was just a fabulous time. So when it's usually family time, we have holidays or my kids are visiting or I'm visiting them, I don't normally do lives because I want to give them my attention. Because he always said, Mom, you can go do your thing. They all say, Mom, you can do your thing. And then if I'm going to do my thing, as you can see, this little human will step up and say, I'm going to do it with you. Some days she talks, some days she doesn't talk. And so you choose how you live your life, but do something that you can remember. I used to, I always told my kids stories. I made stories up. Michael still thinks they were the horror, most terrible stories in the whole wide world, but he remembers some of it, so they weren't that bad. I'm sure they wouldn't. So I told Michael, my first grandchild, a story about Archibald and Daisy Soursop. And we were lying in bed and I told him the story. And he was a little bit older than Kylie. And when I got to the part where she was taking care of herself, Daisy was going to the store she was going to get a job as a secretary. So that's what I did it purposely that way, knowing he was a little bit chauvinistic. And she did not prepare dinner or lunch or breakfast for him. And then all of a sudden this voice next to me in a raspy voice, well, she isn't a good wife. That's what he said. So anyway, I didn't realize the effect the story still has on him. He still remembers the story and he's 15 or something. And then I told Kylie the story. Kylie's 4. So she's jumping around and I'm looking at her jumping from one stool to the other, and she's stretching and telling me what she's diving into the ocean and all of that. So I said, you're going to get a bump on your head. You keep this up. She said, then like Archibald? She remembered that Archibald had a bump on his head. And I was shocked because she's 4. I didn't expect her to remember that. And she said, like Archibald? I said, who? Archibald? He had an egg on his head. I said, yeah, like that. And she continued doing her thing. So you see, we have to watch what we say to these people because they do remember. And some of them carry it into adulthood, like I'm sure Michael will. Have a great and wonderful day. Love you. Let me see who's hanging in this. Stacy, Nancy, Ezra, Jean, Lisa, Loretta, myself, Nasta from India, and Tanaji. Thank you, wonderful people. Have a great day. I'm going to light a fire. I'm going to make some tea. I'm going to write. I'm going to read. I pretend when I'm writing, I put music in my ear like I am writing in a library of an abandoned castle. And one of these days, if you have patience, and I do get to do the correction, I might read a few of my short stories to you guys. I think I have read them to Stacy, and apparently she likes it. So take care. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye-bye.